Hello, and welcome to the Animated Dudes podcast. I'm your host, ShadeX. Now let's get animated.
We're back after, 3 months? Maybe 4?
Yeah.
Oh. Y'all y'all were gone for 4 months? Y'all took a vacation without me?
You also took a vacation. This is the first time you've been back in several months.
Well, I can explain.
Also, welcome back.
Oh, yes, thank you. It's great to be back. Sorry for my sudden disappearance, but I'm permanently back. You'll see me more.
Yeah, don't sweat the small stuff.
Yeah.
Also, we have somebody else with us. Please introduce yourself. Oh.
Who?
You.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Oh my god. Wait, sir, do you know who you are?
Madam.
Oh, wait, sir, madam,
Gina Astrosnax, president of GM Flatgrass.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think that's like I have nothing to really add. I know Drake, I know Shade.
Basically, this is our friend Astro. She
it.
knows a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah,
I know cartoons. I know video game.
You know them
you know a lot about soda. Yeah.
I do know a lot about soda.
Yeah, like
Isn't that in your notes for me?
Is it the National Beverage Corporation, that owns LaCroix and stuff? Or
Yes, it is. I believe they are the fourth largest beverage company in the United
really?
States. Yep.
How come they're not over where I'm at?
They are. You've seen a LaCroix before.
Like once. Not in my town, though.
You've seen a LaCroix, you just never noticed it.
Oh my god. They phased through everything then.
You might have also heard of Faygo. They own Faygo and Shasta.
That also sounds familiar.
Faygo, yes. Faygo I do have.
Right now?
Yeah, right now. Orange.
Which flavor?
Orange.
Orange.
Yes, I'm basic.
No, it's a pretty solid choice. One of my favorite things I learned on the Faygo has a Spotify account.
What?
Wait, really?
Wow.
They have a spot. Oh my god.
They made official playlists for every Faygo flavor.
Okay, blueberry Faygo. That better be on the Faygo blueberry Faygo playlist.
Okay, well now I gotta go back on Spotify and go find this and be like, okay, hold up, where's my mixtape now?
I now have to download Spotify.
Hi! If you would like to listen to your music
where's the playlist? Oh, wait.
If you would like to listen to your music, please pay for Spotify Premium.
Okay, there's Blueberry Faygo. Yeah, it is in the playlist, it looks like.
Now all you're reminding me of is that Gus Johnson bit where it was, buy Spotify Premium, you when you're in the megaphone.
There you go. Playlist.
Wait, Astro,
Gus
the
Johnson
question
bits
is...
get me every time.
Astro, the question is, what is your favorite soda flavor?
That's really hard because I like soda a lot. I think the default answer is typically just a nice old Dr. Pepper, Mr. Pibb. I think they're about on par with each other. They're different, but they're both great.
Yeah, isn't Pibb Extra? Yeah, Pibb Extra is like a spicy cherry soda. Like that's the description.
Yeah, that is the description that's typically associated with quote unquote doctor flavor sodas.
I don't like that term, spicy soda.
That sounded really weird. I'm sorry. I was like, what?
Yeah, they should just start pouring just raw capsaicin into soda. Get some real heat building up in your mouth.
I want refreshment, not pain.
No pain, no gain. That did not go well. Oops. It gives you quite a nice kick in your life. This podcast has turned into a soda podcast. Hi, welcome to the soda podcast.
Well, welcome to the soda. Have you ever been to Coke World?
That's a thing? I never heard of Coke World.
Yes, Coke World.
Where is that, Georgia?
Hang on.
I think
there's 2 locations. Oh, World of Coca-Cola. It's in Georgia.
Haven't
makes
been
sense.
there, but that
Okay,
sounds interesting.
I went there once. They had a 4D ride and a Drinks of the World exhibit. And yeah.
I have heard about that Drinks of the World exhibit, and that's the main reason why I want to go there.
Okay, so after you get off the 4D ride, the attendant is like, next up, you're going to be going into the Drinks of the World exhibit, where we have sodas from all over the world. Make sure you try the one from Italy. It's a taste you'll never forget. And she says that to everybody that gets off that 4D ride. Naturally, I went over and I was like, all right, let's try this one from Italy. Obviously, the one that had Italy labeled over the top of the soda fountain. So I immediately did a spit take on the floor because that stuff was the nastiest thing ever. And she was right. I never forgot the taste.
I remember you talked about that on the theme parks episode of the podcast.
Oh yeah. Sorry if I'm repeating stories,
it's
but
fine.
It's something to remember.
Heard story.
Yeah, it's a good story. It's a good story, and not
Wait a minute.
Oh yeah. So if the lady ever tells you try Italy, don't try Italy.
No,
I have to try it now.
Yeah,
All
right.
right,
That's what I was about to say. Now I have to try it. We're going
I'm
on a
gonna
road
regret
trip.
it.
That was my first douse of Coca-Cola vanilla.
I love Coca-Cola vanilla.
Coke vanilla is
Oh,
good.
man. Have y'all ever had the Coca-Cola espresso or whatever? The coffee they recently released? That's a
have
thing.
not.
I've heard about that. I'm not a big coffee person, so
Me neither, but I'm gonna still get it.
Yeah,
Because,
did it
oof.
exist? Did it exist before? Like, I feel like it did, or was that?
don't think
yeah, if I remember right, it was called Coca-Cola Black.
Yeah.
Or one was?
It was black with no C.
So it's just
So-
BLK?
Wait, I don't think this was in the U.S.
BLAK.
though. I don't think
Oh.
this. Wait,
Wasn't it in like the UK or Japan? I feel like it's one of those.
Wikipedia says there was a US version.
France, Finland, Ireland, and the
I
UK.
kind of remember that.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like it wasn't in the. So maybe it was imported if that was the case.
Hmm.
But like it was, I remember it was like I could have sworn. Okay, it was in the United States. Okay. So
We're
it
not
wasn't
going
just,
crazy, Shade.
yeah, it says Coca-Cola Black launched in the United States on April 3rd and in Canada August 29, 2006. Okay.
2006? Oh god, I'm old.
Yeah. I remember my parents tried and they're like, yeah, this isn't good.
Huh.
Lots of news happened this week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Quite a busy 2 weeks for both animation and video games.
Okay.
Which one do you want to talk about first, the animation or the video games?
I would like to probably discuss about the Nintendo Direct that finally happened.
I can say a lot about the Nintendo Direct.
Okay.
All right, go on to tell us a lot.
I don't know. I'm just pretty excited. I think almost entirely off the back of Splatoon 3, but
Oh yeah, Splatoon 3. I'm excited. Yeah. I like
Okay.
how you can
Apocalyptic, and it's gonna be amazing.
you can have a salmonoid pet.
And I'm so excited. I wonder if you can like
now I feel bad playing Salmon Run slightly.
I
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of
the
quit
Salmon Run's
Salmon
probably
Run.
gone after this.
Yeah, it's done. Like it was like I wonder what new mini game they're gonna have.
The
What will
question
replace Salmon
is
Run?
what's going to be the story? Because Splatoon has its own story lore thing. So like, what's going to happen?
The next trailer we get for Splatoon 3 is probably going to be their single-player campaign trailer,
Mm-hmm.
which that'll be interesting.
I almost want to go
Yeah.
back and see what sort of the flow of release information was for the previous 2 games to see sort of what might get announced next.
So
I think it was for Splatoon 1, it was initial teaser trailer for like, hey, here's a concept. What if we shot the floor? And then the next one was, it started out normal, like, here's some more new maps, here's some new weapons that are also being added to the game you don't have yet. And then screen starts glitching out. Here's a bunch of octopi that are invading. You have to stop it.
Yeah.
And then third trailer and onward, I think it was just more multiplayer campaign stuff. Splatoon 2 was a little different. Same, different. First one, hey, there's Splatoon 2. It's coming out now. Second one was a single player-ish, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Third one, more multiplayer stuff, and it was like between that and Octo expansion was just a lot of, hey, there's new content being added.
Yeah.
And then Octo expansion.
And then, but who's gonna be the next pop stars? Because in the first game there was Callie Marie. Then the second one, Pearl Marina. Who's gonna be the next band?
I'm very excited to see that. I would be very interested if they brought in one of the other existing fictional bands in the universe, because there are quite a few.
Yeah, there are, and I'm here like, please do that, because their music is a bop. Like, I love them.
I feel like this would be stretching, and I know this would be like too much of a workload to put on just to a bunch of people that are already putting on a huge workload. But what if there was a rotation of hosts?
That would be neat. I wouldn't mind that at all.
That would
just
be
to keep things quote unquote fresh.
Yes, it's off the hook.
Fish puns. Yeah. Oh my gosh, how many more fish puns are we gonna get out of this?
Endless. It's endless with this franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't realize. What was it? The top rank you get in Salmon Run was professional until somebody pointed it out to me.
I think I pointed that out to you.
Yes, you did. And I was like, I had to check. And I'm like, wait a minute. Oh my god. Puns!
You gotta stay fresh, Drake. You got to. I'm excited for the new. I'm excited for the new customization too in Splatoon 3, which that was all all over Twitter and everything, which I'm like really glad for and all. I mean, besides like the drama that happened.
Yeah, people got hyped about shirts and pants. Or not shirt, hair and pants. I'm wondering about like all the new like other gear, like hats, sunglasses, shirts.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Since it looks like that our starting squid has a bunch of tattered ragged clothes, but there was some other clothes in the lobby that I didn't really pay attention to.
And you could also apparently become an Octoling too. You don't have to
be right from the start.
Yeah, and I'm excited for that.
I need to get the Octo expansion still.
It's so worth it. It's so really hard.
That's what I was about to say. It's really hard and challenging, but it's so worth it. And when you complete a section or just a level on its own, oh my god, it's so satisfying.
To this day, I still haven't beaten the final boss.
Me neither. I have not done what was it called? Inner Agent 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I play the regular story mode first? Because I haven't played that.
It has nothing to do with it. You can play them independently of each other.
Related.
Yeah, you can play the Octo expansion. You don't have to play like the main story.
Which one do you recommend I play first?
If you didn't play Splatoon ones, which I assume you don't, because very few people have a Wii U, I would probably go through it. It's pretty on the easy side, but it's probably a pretty good primer for getting used to stuff in Octo expansion.
So how long is it?
I'd say, depending on your skill, maybe like 2-3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try it out because I need something to play. Like, I haven't played it yet.
Okay, let's peel this Band-Aid off before it gets stale. Pyra and Mithra and Smash. Who wanted this and who didn't?
I raised my hand real quick. Mr. Drake, I have something to say about this.
Yes.
Well, you see, I'm kind of disappointed. Because too many sword fighters, and also why do we have Alex and Steve in Minecraft? I know they're different characters, but like, why? Who asked? And who asked for
Minecraft is funny, and so is Sans, and we get to have Creeper Sans.
True, but why do we have Pyra and all?
Here's the thing that I've been saying is, if this was in the base Ultimate roster, nobody would care. Like, it would make sense. It's a game that had come out, what was it, like tail end 2017?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
It would have made sense, because then that game would have been just around a year old. That would have been kind of like, here's a big game from the first year of the Nintendo Switch.
What do you think they would have
4 years out from that? Why?
I feel like if Pyra and Mithra traded places with Incineroar as the final reveal, like that would have been a bit more surprising.
Yeah, maybe. I don't necessarily understand the way the order in which characters have been revealed for Ultimate.
Has anyone noticed like how many times, like whenever a character, not like this past direct, like past reveal, but like a lot of the times Mario almost dies in these things?
Yeah, people have been making memes
fashion.
about it, and it's funny.
Yes, okay, you know the memes. It's so interesting, but I also question like how Nintendo decides on their rosters and everything at this point. Minecraft, I get, is funny, but if they become like official fighters, why didn't Sans become an official fighter? He became a Mii costume. I want an answer to that.
It might have been like Sans doesn't have a lot of moves to pull from, as much as like the potential that Steve and Alex had, because you can do a lot of stuff in Minecraft. Sans is canonically very lazy, both in story and universe. So there's not a lot for him to physically do to have an original moveset. So making a Mii costume was probably the best bet.
It'd be kind of lame to have his entire character be based around his boss fight, where most people who play the game don't even know that his boss fight happens.
That's true. That's understandable there. But how did you guys react to the whole Pyra and Smash reveal?
It was the most underwhelming thing I'd ever seen in my life.
It was the most underwhelmed I could be without being mad.
Okay, because I had no reaction to it as to why did this happen? Who decides it? Who decides? Like, who? Okay, who comes up with the idea to the director? Does the director come up with the idea themselves and go up to Nintendo? I need to know how this process works.
I think they for this most recent Fighter Pass, Sakurai had a big meeting with a couple higher ups at Nintendo. And they were like, all right, we're going to have these guys. We've worked out deals with these companies. You're going to do this. Let's make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think Sakurai is obligated to just have first-party stuff in there at Nintendo's request.
Okay, yeah, that makes... Okay, that's understandable. I get that. I didn't have much to say about about Smash part as of now. Shade, what did you think about it?
I don't really care. I mean, it's a new character, so that's cool. But I was who were people rooting for?
Anybody else?
Yeah, that pretty much.
I know that a lot of people were like hoping, and it became a meme at this point, became like Sora to come into, from the Kingdom Hearts franchise to become in Smash, which would be cool. And at least to me, or just someone else. I don't care who, but please, Nintendo, just pick something that a fans would want, please, other than Waluigi. Although I'm still on that. My boy needs love, okay?
I imagine they reveal the next fighter and it's Shield Knight, and that's just the most obtuse thing. It's like, wait a minute, what?
I'm hoping maybe Rayman or
I would love Rayman.
Same. Or wait, I was gonna say Sly Cooper, and I'm like, no, wait a minute. Imagine like Conker from Conker's Bad Fur Day, like in Smash.
Ratchet and Clank.
Now that could work.
Unfortunately, they are owned by Sony, so.
Oh yeah, Sony is still around.
I think like Microsoft, anything like third party or Microsoft is fair game, but other than that.
Finally, my dreams of Marcus Phoenix and Smash can still happen.
Yes, have the dreams come true, okay? Have them come true.
Yeah, I know people want Master Chief. Don't know if that'll happen. Probably instead, like I think the lad Doom guy maybe.
Shade.
I just want Doom guy.
Listen, Master Chief was recently already in a video game, Fortnite. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I watched the Game
Can we
Awards.
quickly take a minute to talk about the new Fortnite editions?
It's been
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Okay.
We have
first-
now Ryu and Ken. Ryu with gun.
That's god.
Martial arts?
I hadn't even thought about that this whole time. Like he's been out for what, like at least a week now. It's Ryu with a gun.
Ryu with a gun, and it's
Yeah.
so funny.
Yeah.
At this point, I think they add characters for the memes and not just for money. Just for the memes
Yeah,
at this point.
Yeah,
Oh, they know the memes will make them money.
there's the rumor that Peter Griffin's getting added to Fortnite, which might have some validity to it.
Okay. All right. Now if that's true, put
That's
Stewie in it.
real.
If
Just
that's
put
real,
Stewie.
I'm going to.
Stewie's too short.
So they put the child from Mandalorian in it.
Yeah, but
Stewie
he's
would
not
be in-
playable.
Oh, that's true.
Stewie, No, it'd be Peter Griffin.
No. They gotta put Chris Griffin in there.
I want to know. Like, I know that when they add a Fortnite character, they're all but silent whenever you play them. I want Peter to be the exception and just round off random quips whenever you kill someone.
Yes. Shade, are you secretly Peter Griffin or what?
No.
Or do you know him?
I just
Check it out. I'm in Fortnite. Oh my gosh, they're gonna do a conjunction with it on actual Family Guy too, just to promote it, aren't they?
What if they announce it on the show?
Oh my
Hey
god!
Lois, check it out. I'm in Fortnite, and then that second is when it's ready to download.
Oh.
It's not like a
huge
commercial or
giant
anything. It's
ad.
part of the episode and engraved in Family Guy history.
It's like a hidden ad in a way. Like it's like noticeably an ad, but you can't tell if it's a joke or not. That's what it is.
Or it's like, hey Chris, what you doing? I'm playing Fortnite, Dad. Look, you're in it.
Yeah, okay, at first I thought it was a stretch because there was like a back scratcher and it looked like it looked different from the one in Family Guy. But there was the butt scratcher joke. I thought that was kind of a reach, but then they found footage of Family Guy. I think it's going to be on the TV in the game.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that the butt scratcher is going to become a harvesting tool?
I don't know.
Oh.
Okay, I will re-download Fortnite just for that. I don't know why, but just knowing that, I get to torment my enemies with that. Okay, that's fine. And then I'll uninstall it.
You don't normally kill somebody with the harvesting tool, but I'll make an exception for the butt scratcher.
Yes, I'll make an exception. Objection. I make that exception. That's just what I'm gonna do now. Okay, so I guess while we're on the subject of games, because
you want to talk about something very specific.
Yeah, Skyward Sword is getting a port now. I'm a huge Zelda fan, and I remember getting Skyward Sword, the special edition, I guess you could say, with the golden Wii and everything, with the 25th anniversary soundtrack. Yeah, I'm fancy like that. Anyways, it's getting a port, and from what it looks in a way better. And I know that the biggest complaint back then was the motion controls. But has anyone here played the game before? Like anyone?
Yeah.
I have not.
You have not? Wow. I mean, I'm not surprised. Not a lot of people did. Well, kind of. But I'm excited for it in a way. Because it looks, okay, it not only looks better, but it kind of predates Breath of the Wild, which I know the developers said and all. And I know that it also kind of causes fans to kind of lose their mind that they didn't get a Breath of the Wild 2 update, which, oof, I'm sorry, guys.
But I do like those Joy-Cons.
I want the Joy-Cons so bad. I
Those Joy-Cons are so cool.
And I'm so clever. Like the sword, the ones after the sword, ones after the shield, and those are the ones that you use when you play the game.
Wish that they do that more often. Get creative and make a Joy-Con that fits with the game, that actually has some meaning to it. Like with the Splatoon, they didn't do nothing special with that, really. It was just your neon pink and neon green. And with the Mario one, it's just the blue and the red, which I get and all. But these Joy-Cons, I don't know, they seem more decorative decorative, but also they kind of serves as a point or something. Like it's like, here's your sword and here's your shield. Now you can feel like you're within a game, if that makes sense. I don't know.
I wonder if that'll reflect in the system BIOS.
Ooh, I hope so.
Like, when you plug in different colored Joy-Cons, the system recognizes it and displays it. If it displays, you're using the Sword and Shield Joy-Cons, here they are in tiny video form.
Oh, now that'd be nice.
They don't have to do that, but it would be a fun detail.
That would be a fun little detail. And I hope they do like what they did with Animal Crossing recently with the Mario update. I hope they do that with the Zelda update. I just
want those Zelda
nice.
animals back. Also, the Splatoon animals.
Yes. Didn't that, like, if I remember right, didn't they show up, like, due to amiibos or something in New Leaf?
Yeah, you had to scan very specific amiibos for them to go to your campsite.
Yeah, I have the Callie Marie amiibo.
I've got all of them.
And I want to get the Pearl Marina one. But I want to get, like, the new Zelda amiibos, including the Link's Awakening one. The one that nobody, I don't think, cares about much. And I'm here like, but he's adorable. Look at his chubby little face!
Speaking of chubby little faces, Diamond and Pearl remakes.
Oh, yeah.
I like how they look.
I do too.
I love them. Like, they're like little nanos.
I think they look like vinyl figures.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nintendo's been aiming for that a lot lately, haven't they?
Yeah, I like how the game looks. Like it's like I'm fine with the chibi characters because it's like you're playing a Game Boy game in 3D. Like they kept the proportions that were in the original game.
People complain, but they didn't complain when the character was like in the very first Pokemon game.
Yeah, but also
the joke everyone makes when they get squished into that little 16x16 sprite.
Are y'all gonna get the games or game, depending on which version?
I'll probably get. Yeah.
Diamond and Pearl were the first games that well, just Pearl. I didn't play through both of them. Pearl was the first Pokemon game that I ever beat, so it'll be interesting to come back to it. Well, to Sinnoh anyway.
Also, Legend of Arceus: Pokemon of the Wild.
Okay, I'm excited for that. And I'm ready to get anxiety when a Pokemon comes chasing after me. I feel like that's going to happen. Kind of like Breath of the Wild with the Guardians. They chase after you. Anxiety runs.
I wonder if you, the player, will have a health bar.
I'm going to...
Like, if you don't have any Pokemon with you and they, like, headbutt you, do you actually faint and have to be dragged back to the village?
That is an interesting idea.
Or just get a straight game over like in Zelda.
Oh god, I need to know this now. I need to know. It's very interesting. And I love like how the way the trailer set it up. It's like a nice little like Japanese like painting in a way. And I love it. It's so nice. But I want to know like how much free roam is it? Like, do you go to, like, different, like, lands and stuff, or is just all in big one thing?
I need to know one thing and one thing only. Do you have a jump button?
Okay, that's a good one, too, because I was thinking of that, too. Like, do you have a jump button? Or do you have a roll button?
Like, you have a roll button.
I know you crouch.
But do you have, like, a dedicated, like, elevate yourself off the ground button? Because that will just open up the gameplay to all new places.
I've heard rumors, if that leak was true, that there is climbing. Right before the direct, the Pokemon Direct happened, there was a leak that was saying, most of the stuff that was in the trailer, but it also mentioned that there was climbing of some sort, like Breath of the Wild.
Oh.
That'll be interesting, which means there's also the potential to take fall damage, again, that potential player health bar.
Pokemon just stepped into like all new territory in a way.
I'm really scared because I don't trust Game Freak.
Yeah.
As much as we like go on and on, we are talking about Game Freak.
I played Pokemon Sword, and I didn't get the DLC for it. I don't know if I should. But I did play through.
My brother got it because he really wanted it, so I got lucky on that part.
I didn't really care for the story in Pokemon Sword and Shield. I don't know why. but the story didn't really impact me as much as I thought it would. And I remember, and I don't know how the story is going to be for Pokemon Legends. Like, I have hope in it, but I hope that it doesn't, like, build so much hype, and it's not what we really... Like, it's not going to be all too different. Like, it looks different and it feels different, but I'm worried it's just going to end up feel like your normal-ish type of Pokemon. You know what I mean?
Well, considering the setting, there's not really a traditional... The gameplay... It won't be the same, so I think the story wouldn't be either, since like there's no traditional gym setup yet because those haven't been invented.
True.
PCs don't exist, so how are you going to store all your Pokemon?
Yeah,
that is true.
They might just have you like strap on a huge backpack, or maybe one of my friends was saying that you could maybe store your Pokeballs at a nursery and have one for breeding.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah, an open world Pokemon game, that sounds fun. Like I'm playing Breath of the Wild. That game's great, but like it is pretty like it's fun. I like how the weapons break. Like it's frustrating, but like I find it fun.
Use
like
the stick against wild Pokemon.
Oh god.
You might just like get like an early version of the Pester Ball to keep them away from you.
I wonder how like I wonder if we're gonna witness like how the Master Ball was first created there, though, or something.
Well, I'm not sure. The Master Ball was invented in the first game, right?
Maybe, I'm not sure.
Because, like, according to that promotional art, we're going to be using these very primitive-looking wooden Pokeballs.
Yeah, that's true.
Mentioning the different Pokeball, the Pester Ball you mentioned. What if you basically just have the stuff that you have in a Safari Zone at all times? So you have the bait and the I don't remember what else is in the Safari Zone. It was never my favorite.
You always got Safari Balls with you, which just regular wooden Pokeballs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe repels. I wonder how that might... we're going to have to talk about the elephant in the room. Pokemon at 5 frames per second.
Oh, I actually heard a reason about this.
Yeah?
Okay, so people pointed out that it's in the trailer, it's only specific Pokemon, because there are certain shots where you see multiple Pokemon at the same time. Some of them are moving completely normally. Some of them are noticeably running at a lower frame rate.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that I heard from somebody who is that I saw a post from somebody who's an actual 3D animator is that basically they rushed out just the keyframes of the animations for the trailer, and then they just put them in there.
I thought it would be I thought it was like a memory saving thing.
Yeah, same.
So it's very likely that the animations are literally just unfinished because it's a trailer.
Which makes sense, because in the bottom, you'll see the gameplay not final tag and everything.
Exactly.
So yeah. I'm excited for it, though.
Also, new Pokemon Snap. I hate that new is permanently stuck in its name, because that's going to age like a fine milk.
I also dislike that, but I am excited about the game.
Yes.
Me too. I grew up playing the original, and knowing that there's going to be like a new, and I guess improved, of Pokemon Snap makes me happy. And I'm like, okay, time to get these old hands ready. Wait, that didn't sound right. I'm going to stop now.
I never got to play the original Pokemon Snap, so this will be cool. And plus, since sharing screenshots is just part of the Switch's base functionality, there's definitely going to be plenty of Twitter posting about, hey, look at all of these pictures I captured.
Oh, it's going to be wonderful.
And the inevitable, hey, look at this glitch I found.
Ooh.
Yes.
Look at Pikachu clipping into the ground here.
Pika clip.
Pika.
And I'll be like, oh my god, Pikachu, are you okay? Oh my god, Pika, no!
It's gonna be fun.
It is.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. An open world Pokemon game. The intro, like the trailer. The trailer, it looks pretty rough, but I'm hoping it improves over time.
I'm sure it will.
Yeah.
Any game can be fixed due to post-release patches.
Why, yes,
Yeah.
and we must wait 3 hours for them to be implemented.
Exciting.
It's exciting. Like how Nickelodeon is turning into Disney with their own streaming service called Paramount Plus. Can I ask who's coming up with the names for these streaming channels? We have Disney Plus, and now we have Paramount Plus.
There's
Don't
Apple.
forget about Apple. Yeah.
Yeah, Apple TV Plus. Yeah.
I hate that. That's some mouthful.
Honestly,
Let's just
HBO
call it-
Max as a name isn't much better.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have the plus. At least it's some normal, like not normal, original. I don't know. If I see one more plus behind the name, I will add more onto that.
Oh, like Discovery Plus?
Oh god, I forgot Discovery had that shit.
They just
forgot
launched it
about
last month.
Oh yeah, it has that Chris Hansen Onision documentary, right?
Yeah,
Oh
it does.
god, I didn't watch it. I couldn't.
Yeah,
Nope.
it's not worth supporting because of Chris Hansen being sketchy and all that.
I will say though, Discovery Plus, if you are some frightening individual who's a massive reality TV show fan, I can't imagine anything that's better for you.
Holy crap.
Wait,
Yes.
what's on there? What's on there?
Everything done by Discovery, TLC, Food Network, HGTV, DIY.
So I can watch my
Travel
pageant
Channel.
shows.
You sure can.
Oh god, yes, I can make fun of moms. I mean,
I'm not going to download an entire streaming service just to watch every episode of Good Eats.
okay, that's true.
I love Good Eats.
I mean, I
Same.
like Good Eats. Not worth getting an entire streaming service over.
Hey, what about an entire streaming service where you can watch all of Good Eats and Mythbusters?
Now you're getting to me.
Let's see. Okay, there's quite a bit on here actually. A&E.
Doesn't it like now I'm looking at it now. Discovery Plus has more than Disney Plus then, I guess. Like shows wise and movies and everything.
It says enjoy
Hey,
your
look,
favorite
Disney Plus just
personalities.
got American Dragon Jake Long.
Oh yeah.
How did it take that long?
Like they just released it like yesterday, didn't they?
Doesn't Disney Plus still not have Buzz Lightyear of Star Command?
I know it's
They
they don't have
don't.
Buzz Lightyear Star Command. They don't have House of Mouse. They don't have any of those like classic Disney or was it Renaissance TV shows? Like wasn't there like a Hercules TV show?
There was, and there was an Aladdin show too. And,
I know
the
Hercules. I know Hercules is on there.
What about the best one, Goof Troop?
Yes,
That's on a lot. The big shows are on there, but not Buzz Lightyear, not House. Like the Disney afternoon ones are on there.
They have
were you
Emperor's
saying,
New
Tori?
School.
Yeah, they don't
Oh, they
have the
do?
Aladdin cartoon on
Mhm.
there. They don't have it. But they Hercules. Let's see. They have Hercules on here though.
They have the show Hercules?
Yeah, they do. The movie and the show.
Oh. Okay then. Yeah, but they have Emperor's New School, which I watched more than the other shows. I mean, I watched Hercules and Aladdin and Buzz Lightyear, but I watched Emperor's New School a lot because it was always on before I went to school. I remember watching that a lot, but I don't think I've seen Goof Troop before. Oops.
I used to watch.
I remember Goof Troop very specifically airing at 10 a.m. on Toon Disney, like every day for a stretch of like 4 or 5 years.
Oh my god.
I don't remember much about Goof Troop. Like I need to rewatch it, but I remember it was my favorite show as a kid. Like I'd recap episodes of Goof Troop when I was in the car with my parents on trips. And it got so annoying, they were like, oh yeah, you've been watching too much TV, we're moving the TV out of your room.
Oh, that's not something
Damn.
my grandparents would do, honestly. But, well, that's what they did with me with Wonder Pets, but that's like its own little story there.
But yeah.
Oh my gosh, don't remind me of Wonder Pets.
But
That
yeah, I
theme song
definitely
got
wanna.
stuck in my sister's head, and she would not stop singing it.
When I was a little kid, I could never talk right. I had like a speech problem. So I did not say Wonder Pets right. Nope, I said it completely wrong, and my grandmother makes fun of me for it still to this day. And I'm here like, what have you done to me?
What did you say instead?
I said underpants or underpets. that's like the only way I said it. And I didn't know when I was a kid because I couldn't say the words right. So I would sing the song, but instead of Wonder Pets, it was Under Pets or Pants. Either or.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I had to laugh at that.
So here I am, going to church and everything, singing that song or before school, and on the way to school is the Underpits, we're on our way. And I tell this story whenever I mention Wonder Pets because
I'm
it
sorry,
usually.
it's just really funny.
Thank you. I have a lot more childhood stories involving that, but still, it goes the same with Danny Phantom. I would say Wanny Phantom. I don't know why I did, but I did. But yeah, Wonder Pets was my thing, and then Max and Ruby was too. And I'm waiting for, like, I guess with this Paramount Plus, am I gonna have my Nick Jr. shows? Not Dora though. I hated her, and I still do. She annoyed me.
Rugrats CGI.
Rugrats is now in CGI.
The style
ShadeX.
translated over fine, and I'm going to repeat what I said when we first talked about it. It looks like a cutscene for a PlayStation 4 game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really does remind me of Ratchet and Clank PS4.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like people are gonna do this, and with like they do with the Resident Evil games, they're gonna mod it. But now it's gonna be with the Rugrats characters. I'm sorry, that's the vibe this is giving me.
Oh, I thought you were going to say somebody was going to make video edits with QuickTime features.
What if they just released the 3D files for movies?
That would be awesome.
Mod Toy Story 2.
Just not the game, the actual movie.
Yeah.
Let's just mod this. Great. Now we have like
Woody will now always have the creepy smile from those toys.
Oh my
Man,
god.
I'm just so excited to replace Buzz Lightyear with Geese Howard.
Just completely mod in new characters.
Yeah. Buzz Lightyear never to my liking. Replace him with somebody else.
Who would you replace Forky with in Toy Story 3?
The bug from A Bug's Life.
I would replace him with a cardboard, like a cardboard standee of George Lucas.
Oh.
Yes.
Since Forky can only wobble.
Wobble. Or it can be R2D2 for Forky. Actually, no, I love R2. I don't want to do that to him.
I'm just imagining like the scene where Forky just calls Woody trash with George Lucas. You're trash, just like me.
No! The Lord of Star Wars, no. I'm sorry what Disney did to you, but no.
Oh, it's all right. I just want to play with my Jar Jar.
How about those other Paramount Plus announcements, though?
Right. Avatar is getting its own studio.
Yes, and I'm excited for that.
I'm scared.
If it's the original creators and on this, I'm okay with it. But if it's not, goodbye.
It is the original creators.
It is the original creators, but making a studio for one specific franchise, it makes me think too much of Ghost Core. Yeah, do you guys know about Ghost Core?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So you remember Ghostbusters 2016?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be the start of its own cinematic universe.
Ouch.
Made by Sony's new subsidiary, Ghost Core. Can you guess how many movies Ghost Core made?
One.
Absolutely one.
One. Can you guess what happened to them after Ghostbusters 2016 flopped?
Bankruptcy.
They got dissolved.
They sure did.
Oh
yeah,
my
there
God.
was gonna be like an animated Ghostbusters film, and I remember, and then there was gonna be a TV show called like Ghostbusters Ecto Force, something like that.
Yeah,
That
no,
was
they had
set
so
in-
many plans. It reminds me so much of their insane Spider-Man stuff.
Wait, so does that mean Ghostbusters was trying to have their own Marvel Cinematic Universe in a way?
Yes.
Oh my god. We need a Thanos ghost in it then.
So we have Avatar Studios. So does that mean we're going to get spin-off series based on each of the 4 tribes?
That would be interesting.
Or maybe like show versions of the comics that's been out.
Hmm.
Maybe even just like, what if we got different genre shows based off of like different things in either era that we've seen of the Avatar universe?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, are we
We've
gonna go
seen
back to
3
that?
eras. I just remembered because never forget about one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I still need to watch Korra.
You haven't seen Korra yet? Oh, Shade. Oh, it's on Netflix.
Yeah, I know. I bought it actually. I bought it on iTunes because I was like, oh, it's not going to be on Netflix, but now it's on Netflix.
Oh right, Paramount Plus brings up a whole new slew of problems that Disney Plus already is trying to settle through. Contracts expiring, and weird exclusivity deals.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Like the Glitch Text is a Netflix show now, so like that ain't. I don't think that's gonna get a season 3.
Do you think
Invaders Zim.
SpongeBob is actually going to be in its entirety on Paramount Plus?
I
Yes.
hope, because if they do the Ben 10 Alien Force thing of having odd numbered episodes on one streaming service, that's gonna make me so mad.
Did you know
Mhm.
SpongeBob has never been in its entirety on one streaming service?
Really?
I
Yes.
thought it was. I thought it was on Netflix.
Parts of it are.
Yeah, but not like the whole thing. No, wait, no, the whole thing. I got the whole thing on YouTube. Oof.
I know. The first 5 seasons. I'm gonna go on Amazon Prime. I think it's like the first. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna search SpongeBob on Paramount Plus because
Paramount Plus isn't out yet.
well, CBS All Access.
Oh yes, that's right. CBS is connected to Nickelodeon because they're both owned by
Let's
Viacom
see,
or Viacom.
okay,
My
let's
mortal
And
enemy.
Viacom is
see. Do
Paramount.
they have?
Yep.
I know
Would
While
I
Shade's
find-
looking that up,
Hmm?
while Shade's looking that up, iCarly Reboot.
I have
Yep.
something to say. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not. As an iCarly fan, I'm not looking for it. Because yes, the original cast is coming back. Jeanette
Except
McCurdy,
for
who played
Sam.
Sam, yeah, she's not coming back. And she opened up as to why. And I feel bad for her.
There's
Yeah.
no reason to do the show without her.
Yeah, exactly. And there's no reason to do the show in general. What's next? Okay, the only show I can see coming back is Victorious. That's like the only show I can maybe see coming back. But iCarly had no reason. Carly left to Italy with like her dad or something. And that was a
Yes.
fine ending. And then Sam left and then met Kat from Victorious. Boom, Sam and Kat happened. That's its own thing there.
And
But
it
I don't
lasted
know.
for like a season.
No, it had 2 or 3.
Two
Really?
seasons. Then it got canceled. Because like Ariana got tired of it and Dan and I think Jeanette McCurdy too. It's its own drama.
Yeah.
But
If I
yeah.
remember right, Jeanette was not paid properly.
Oof.
Yeah, that too. And she had to go to a mental hospital a few times because of
Yeah,
Dan.
no, everything about that show sounds like an absolute mess.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be interesting to say the least to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I do know Dan Schneider isn't involved in the reboot. He's not like Nick like fired him. If I remember. Yeah,
No,
they
parted
fired
ways,
him.
quote unquote.
Parted ways and like they paid him to leave. That's a rumor though. I don't know about the paid him to leave.
I heard
Here's money. Never set foot in our studio ever again.
Yeah. On Dan Schneider's YouTube bio, yes, he has a YouTube channel called Dan Warp. On his channel bio, it mentioned like how he left Nick and everything. And then on his other bios, it said that he left. So I don't know. It said he left, but I want to see what they're gonna do. I wonder if it's gonna be like, oh, what if we do like a new revamped iCarly show, like a website? If they do, I hope they did what they did with the original show, which was actually making a website where you could watch like clips that they would make and everything, and like games and all. I don't know. That's just me, because they did that. They had like their own, like the iCarly website was a thing. If they do that, then I'll be happy. I'll be pleased.
Mhm.
I do know that if you went on to iCarly.com right as a new episode was premiering on Nick, it would be like the web segments would be simultaneous to what you were watching.
That's
Mhm.
really cool.
I managed to do it once, maybe twice, and it was always so cool to see, even in between commercial breaks. Like there was just like I think there were mini segments, and then when you
Yeah.
came back, the show was always in sync with the website, at least while it was airing.
Yeah, and I find that so interesting and cool. And I was like, oh my god. And then there was like that infamous iCarly Victoria's crossover episode, and I was like, okay, this is fine. Like I remember I was excited for that.
So I checked CBS All Access. They have seasons 1 to 11.
Yep.
Huh. Wait
What-
a minute. Wasn't there like a 12th season now?
I think we're on season 12 currently.
Okay, so it's all the seasons so far, I think. Like there's no
Who
Oh, there's
has-
13. Oh, there's 13 seasons, so they're missing a season. Wait.
Live
what?
action Butch Hartman cartoon.
Yup. I wonder if he's
Yeah.
involved.
I hope he's not.
I hope he's not either.
After the
Yeah,
hole he
no.
dug himself in, and then he crawled out of it, kinda, and then dug a deeper hole.
Yeah, no. He had he not funded a streaming service and was transparent, oh, we're making Elf Detective or we're making Imagination. But no, he scammed the animator who was working on both. He didn't pay him properly until people made a fuss about it.
And then
Man.
he did. And then
Where
he was
is
acting-
Oaxis?
Yeah, Axis never came. Kuro never got paid until people
No, Kuro,
made
I
a
think
fuss.
did get paid. I think he did get paid. But...
Yeah.
And I remember
he
like-
taught the latest stuff where he charged $200 for what is essentially traced art.
I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
traced. It seems really
Yeah.
traced. And also, remember when he was saying all that stuff about certain mental illnesses and everything? Oh my god, I got so mad at him for that.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, that I'm surprised. And I thought he left Nick. That's what got me surprised
did.
about.
He
Yeah,
left
he left-
right as he was starting Axis because he thought he could stand on his own.
Mm-hmm.
So basically from what Butch said, it was very vague. It was oh, I had to keep this secret, but I'm happy to share with you now. Fairly Odd Parents live action. And then he said, I can't wait to share can't wait to share the journey with you. So he might be involved.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
Also, this brings up
yeah.
an interesting question. In the live action movies, Drake Bell played Timmy, but Drake is currently in Mexico and refusing to speak English.
They
I
gotta
don't
get
think
him
they're
back.
gonna bring it.
They gotta get him back.
Not I will get a haircut specifically to play this role just so to spite Mr. Hartman.
I wait, Drake's in Texas? Not Texas, Mexico?
Yeah, he completely
Yeah.
denounced the English language and is now exclusively performing and living in Mexico.
Yeah, he's actually really good at
What?
Spanish.
And that's what I like. I haven't seen him on his Twitter. It's exclusively Spanish, and I haven't seen him speak English in a single piece of media since.
He
The
legally
last
changes-
time
he legally changed his name to Drake Campana, which is Bell in Spanish.
Oh. Okay.
Huh. Okay. Last time I heard from him.
I guess he has a
I-
big fan base in Mexico.
Good-
Yeah.
Good for
okay.
him. Get out of that $400,000 in debt or whatever.
Yeah. And, get away from, Josh Peck and everything, your co-star and friend. Okay. Great to know. Great, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. The last time I heard him speak English and seen him was on TikTok because he has his own TikTok. And
Yeah, don't want to.
I was checking up
get,
on him randomly. I was like, hey, I wonder what Drake Bell's up to. And I find out that he exclusively speaks Spanish and is no longer in the U.S. anymore.
Yeah,
can he sing the Drake and Josh theme in
I
Spanish?
think he did it in
then?
Spanish.
Oh my god, I gotta find it. My nostalgia calls for me.
Hee.
Yeah, I don't want to get into this, but yeah, Drake Bell apparently got into some
Controversy.
yeah, controversy, which might be why he's in Mexico. I don't know.
Hi, Mexico.
But
moving on to a different network, tons of Cartoon Network news.
Yes.
Holy crap! I did not think we were getting another season of Infinity Train.
I still haven't
Very
seen
exciting. I really need to watch everything after season 1.
Same.
I only
But I know
heard
tons of people that are super excited for book 4.
I
I'm
Yeah,
happy it's happening.
Isn't it like an anthology series?
yeah, with stuff connecting with each book, but it's like each season someone leaves the train and then new people are on the train, or
They're all standalone stories, but I think it's best to watch the books in order.
yeah, because each character gets introduced.
Okay.
But yeah, book 4 looks like it'll be possibly there'll be flashbacks in book 4 because there was a leaked like the yearbook for the first 4 books of Infinity Train that leaked online. At first, people were like, "Oh, it says that the show got canceled," because there's a page that said, "Oh, the show is over." It's just this run, so it's possible they could pick up 4 more books.
Ooh.
If the season does well, so I hope people support it and whatnot.
Which they totally will.
Seriously.
This is a very anticipated and highly watched series.
Yeah, I think like HBO Max has put it on their page. Like they put it under animation, like best animation, and like not just for kids. Like they promote it pretty well on the page anyway. I'm sure they'll promote it when book 4 is out. But
I'm excited.
but yeah, some stuff for Infinity Train book 4 leaked because of the book. So there's gonna be flashbacks. It's gonna like be the origins of the conductor and stuff.
Cool. But
yeah.
But yes.
The character Amelia anyway. But
I need
yeah,
to watch
Gumball
it.
movie.
I'm excited for it, low-key. I didn't actually expect it. And the only nowadays when I think of Gumball, because I watched the whole series many times, but the only episode I can really think off the top of my head on the fly is the "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared" episode. That is forever in my brain. It's living there rent-free. Anyways, though, I'm excited for it. For the movie, I kind of want to know what's gonna happen, though. I don't know if they announced it.
Well, have you seen the last episode of the show?
Yeah, I have.
Because that's a pretty big setup for a movie.
That's true. I just didn't expect it to come back, though, in a way. I don't know, because I felt like not a lot of people would care for it, but then I think about it more, and I'm like, never mind. Nope, it has its own dedicated fan base in a way.
Yeah,
I think here's the way to think about it: it is the only Cartoon Network show that has ended and is still getting regular reruns.
Oh yeah, they made those clip show episodes, I remember, and I was like frustrated. I'm like, when's the movie coming out? But I'm glad it's coming out because Cartoon Network clearly, I think they clearly like care about the show. Like it gets a lot of ratings. But yeah, I hope after the movie, like they I feel like they are gonna end it.
It's either a last hurrah or they're gonna pull a SpongeBob. What was the latest SpongeBob movie?
Sponge on the Run.
Yeah, they're gonna pull a Sponge on the Run, and it's gonna be an advertisement for a continuation series or something.
They could continue it. Like I remember the creator said, "Oh, I'm not gonna stick around after the movie," but like that, it's possible other people could like do the show.
You know what would be like the most Gumball move for them to do?
What's that?
What if the movie ends the series and then but the movie also directly sets up a reboot?
Oh, that is such a Gumball thing to do, though.
They've reset their voices plenty of times. Gumball could be like, "Oh, what's this button?" And then everybody chases him until it's too late, and he pushes it, and we're in a completely new setting with a completely redrawn cast.
That'd be interesting.
That kind of reminds me of when they did that episode about the Chinese bootleg or something of Amazing World of Gumball. I don't know why, it just did. It reminded me of that episode.
It's that whole sort of very close to fourth wall breaking to outright fourth wall breaking thing that the show has kind of gotten itself famous for.
Yeah.
And now...
Am I a cartoon?
Am I a cartoon? Yes, son, you are a cartoon. But in the next order of announcements, Total Drama Island's coming back. And not as a daycare show or anything.
I hope it's as good as Redonkulous, because Redonkulous is maybe the best the show has ever been.
Mm-hmm.
The preschool show was a weird direction to take it.
I have not heard anybody talk about how strange that show is.
I talk about it a lot with a bit of my friends, and they're like, "Oh, I never noticed that." I'm like, "Oh, how could you not? How can you not?"
Total Drama-Rama on. I need to see if that's on HBO. I don't think it is. I think it's still airing season 1.
I'm just so confused about it. Because it's not. It uses the same characters, but that's like the only similarity it holds.
Also, for some reason, Jude from 16 is there.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. What the heck? Why?
I think they wanted to use Christian Pertenza, but they're like, oh, we can't have Chris because he's like psychotic or something. We don't want him.
And hasn't canonically met these characters yet, if they were ever concerned with that.
Well, I mean,
but Chef's
Drama-Rama is firmly its own completely different universe.
Yeah, because a lot of these characters are from like a different state and all or whatever.
The Total Drama.
Province. We're in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, every character in the show is Canadian.
Oh, that's right. Hey, yes. I think about that show a lot sometimes because I'm here like, why? And then it gives me the new Powerpuff Girls show vibes. I don't know if that show's canceled or not.
It is.
Oh, thank God. That show freaked me out too. But the whole Drama-Rama, I couldn't watch any more of it. It made me feel weird. And like some of the clips I would see of it, I'm here like,
oh yeah, like that fairy guy.
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
Yeah, the fart fairy that would eat farts.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yes. And I get like, why? Why is this here? And then somehow.
Huh?
I thought you were saying some.
Don't worry about it.
And then there was like Teen Titans Go. That's still a thing. And the last thing I've heard big with it was when they got Beetlejuice on there or whatever.
There was the episode of Freakazoid.
That is true. Yeah, Freakazoid. And I'm like, okay, those are pretty cool because I love them both. But
I saw the Freakazoid episode. It was all right.
Yeah, it was okay.
I haven't seen the Beetlejuice one. I haven't seen that episode.
I do like the Family Feud episodes.
Oh yes.
Those are fun.
Mm-hmm. But yes, Total Drama continuation. Do we know anything much about it other than it continuing? Nothing.
Not
okay, because
really,
I keep researching about it.
I'm glad that there's a traditional continuation because I remember fans tried to make one and that got canceled by Fresh. But now it's clear why that happened because
it's the Metroid effect.
Yeah, like I watched Total Drama Reunion. It was actually interesting. Like they made Chris McClane more of a villain. Like he gets arrested for his like crimes like that he did throughout the previous shows. And then he breaks out of prison and like gets them to reboot the show, like do a reunion season.
Mm-hmm. I've seen it and it was pretty cool. I like that idea.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna do something like that with this.
I think it's going to be new people. Maybe some old people return, but I think it's
the one thing that really confused me when the second season of Total Drama came around was like, all right, new season, new competitors, and it was the exact same cast, and I'm like, all right, okay, why?
Yeah, then they did a season with a whole new cast. I remember there was like Mike, that guy.
Oh yeah, Revenge of the Island before Redonkulous Race.
Yeah, haven't seen all of those seasons. I saw the one. I think it was like the third. Was it after? I think it was after Action and World Tour.
It's after World Tour is Revenge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember World Tour.
It was fun to see how wacky the island could get after it was abandoned like that.
Mm-hmm. What about like that resort they all went after they all lost?
Oh, the losers resort.
Yeah.
I don't think they revisited that concept after
Mm-mm.
Island.
Although it was
Yeah.
funny to see it come back in the next to last episode where Heather was finally booted.
Oh my god, I was so happy when she got booted. I'm sorry, I hated her so much.
She let out that huge scream, and everyone at the resort was like, "What was that?"
What was that? I don't know, man. It sounded awful though. And then Heather's just so mad and upset, and I'm like, yes,
Because she
suffer.
catcalled, and that was a running gag for the next 2 seasons.
Yes. And and then like I remember when I was younger, I would watch that show like whenever an episode comes out every week. You have your normal reality show. No, I got my own normal reality show. Let me just pull up Cartoon Network. There. That
I
was
remember at school, like there were kids on my school who were like theorizing, I think, who or like talking about who they wanted to like be voted out in Total Drama Island or
Oh yeah, who didn't do that?
yeah.
The one thing I did like at about Total Drama World Tour is how much of a literal gremlin Ezekiel got throughout the series.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
He went from like this womanizing piece of crap to this literal gremlin that would attack anything that had food in its hand. That's a character development if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, that was weird. Funny though.
Does anyone remember what was her name? Saria or something?
Who?
The girl I call yandere chick, but she's not really
Sierra.
Sierra. Why did I say Saria? Sierra, yeah. She was like one of the only characters from World Tours I really liked. I don't know why. I guess since as a kid I found her so funny, I couldn't stop loving her in a way, yet she was so annoying to the point my grandmother didn't like her because she would watch the show with me. She's like, no, get her away from this boy. And I'm like, but he tried to get with my crush because I had a huge crush on Gwen and everything at the time. And I'm here like, he must have this so he can move on. And she's like, no. And we'll get into debates. It's a great time.
One of the big pace breakers for me in World Tour was the what were those segments held by Jeff and what was his name? Or what was her name? The surfer girl and the cowboy.
I know Jeff
Bridget and Jeff.
Yeah, they had their own TV segment in between. Like they took up an entire episode slot to
Aftermath. They started doing, I think, 2 Aftermath episodes for Action and World Tour.
I remember when I looked up the voice cast for Total Drama Island, I found out that Debbie Ryan voiced Bridget, and now I cannot see Bridget the same ever again, because now I'm just going to think of Jessie, and from Radio Rebel, and I'll be like, Bridget, now I gotta Photoshop you, I'm sorry. Time for you to be a meme queen. But what was y'all's, who were y'all's favorite Islander? I need to know. Who was y'all's favorite Islander from Total Drama?
I really liked multiple personality Mike.
Same! Cool.
That's a good pick.
Okay, I checked. Bridget's voiced by Kristen Fairley. So I don't think it was.
Really? Oh, damn. Google. I remember I looked her up and I got Debbie Ryan. And I was like, I was lied to. Damn. Huh. Okay.
Wait, let me see. Who did she voice? Did she voice anyone?
Jade is doing her research, and I'm like, yes. Her research.
Research mid podcast.
Okay, looks like she wasn't in the show.
Okay. I must have. Oh, it was on Wikipedia. That explains it. Because I remember back then, Wikipedia was my Google, and I regret it. I guess my other favorite Islander was other than Sierra or whatever. Gwen was my favorite. She was just
Gwen
a
was
mood.
cool.
But I just didn't like Courtney. I couldn't like Courtney at all. Same with Heather, but I hated Heather more than anyone. So,
like, yeah, you'll definitely favor the rule stickler over the literal evil.
yes.
Oh yeah, I remember there was like drama in this show. Well, like one thing I remember from the show was Trent and Gwen broke up, and then she ended up with Duncan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the
remember
big subplot of the first season, wasn't it?
I think that was
God,
that was action because I remember Courtney got pissed at Gwen and called her boyfriend stealer. There was a whole. And then I remember Trent had this obsession with the number 9, and like
Oh
that weirded
yeah.
out Gwen. But then like he revealed, oh, actually that's my mom's something about his mom's birthday or something. Something about his grandma. I don't know what it was, but it was like an importance to him. It wasn't like anything weird. And like he said that on the Aftermath, I remember.
It's almost like Total Drama was filled with a lot of drama.
Yeah.
Ba-doom.
Hardly a joke, but moving on.
Yeah. I guess.
Clone High is getting 2 seasons.
Oh yeah, another season. I thought it was going to get only one.
Nope,
getting
they
2
announced 2. And
on
it's
on HBO
on
Max.
HBO Max, which is different from what was originally announced.
Yeah, it was gonna be on Comedy Central or Paramount. Like I thought Paramount Plus, but Beavis and Butthead is gonna be on Paramount Plus.
I'm excited
What?
about that new movie.
Yeah, there's gonna be a movie on Paramount Plus, a sequel
Of Beavis and
to,
Butthead?
Yeah.
If you haven't
where's
seen the
my
first
Daria
movie, I
reboot then?
highly recommend it.
There's gonna be a
that got announced a while ago.
There's gonna be a spinoff called Jody.
Yep.
My other girl gets a. I am fine with this. My life is achieved because I have the whole complete series and movies of Daria, and Funko Pop and everything. So big fan. But anyways, I'm excited now, even more.
Daria was gonna be in the spinoff, but I think they decided okay, it should be Jody focused. Which will be interesting. Maybe Daria will be in it. I don't know.
Like a cameo. I don't know, but that's cool. That's cool. That is fine. It's like a lot of shows from our childhood and like late 90s, mid 90s are getting reboots, which I find interesting.
It's that whole 30-year cycle thing.
Yeah.
Like speaking of things we've recently watched, just got finished watching most of all of the Ben 10 reboot.
How was
it?
It was the most mediocre thing I have ever watched.
Are you surprised?
Not at all. I watched it specifically so I could be prepared for when the Ben 10 Generator X new crossover came out. And it was so weird watching this reboot because I'm used to like, oh, they're going across the country, which means every setting will be different each time. And for the first few episodes, that was right. Each episode was in a different location. And then season 2 came, and then they started reusing locations. They went to the same laser tag place 4 or 5 separate times, reusing that backdrop and setting against different people.
Yeah, it's a show.
It is definitely a show.
Yeah,
there are much worse shows out there.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm hoping the Generator Rex crossover will encourage HBO to like put the actual Generator Rex and maybe even the Secret Saturdays on HBO Max.
I freaking love Generator X. Sorry,
I want to watch that. I really want to watch that, but it's not on HBO Max yet. But yeah, I saw the image of Ben 10,000 in the reboot.
He's thick with a capital C.
There's like 2 versions. I'm not sure if it's Ben 10,000 or if it's Yuri's Ben, but there's like the Alien Force Ben 2, and he has the Ben 10 shirt, the jacket. But he looks like a Brickleberry character.
You're not wrong.
I think that's Ben 10,000 also, if I'm not mistaken, because
Okay.
But yeah.
So, all right. So Clone High is getting 2 seasons. I've only seen like a couple of episodes of the first season, and so far
You
I've
should
been
go
enjoying
watch
it.
the rest of it.
I
really
will.
Good.
Very good.
I will. Just lately, I've been catching up. As of late, for the past few months, I've been watching shows here and there, but not as much as I should. I've been watching bad horror movies or something, just so bad they're good, and I've been reviewing them, which I'm making videos on, I guess, as of now. So that's all I've been doing lately. And I'm a video game nerd. So I've been like studying up on video games and everything, and one of my favorite video games is coming back. Yay! But it has its own movie. Then it reminded me that Zelda was gonna have a Netflix series or a Netflix movie, but it got recently canceled.
It was canceled like after they it's rumored. I could see Nintendo like pulling the plug after something's leaked.
Well, I mean, they're making
Isn't that
movie
exactly what
with Sony.
happened?
Yeah, it was
That-
that and a Star Fox show that was being discussed, and then people were like, "Wait, what? Is this out?" And I think the fact that it got out so early while they were still discussing it, kind of, and like this is all speculation, but I think Nintendo was like, "Okay, these guys can't keep a secret to save their lives. Let's pull the plug."
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's Deadline, and Deadline's a good source.
That really, that really makes you think about the Mario movie and how we know it's being made and we have not heard a single peep about its development.
Yeah,
I
feel
know,
like that's
and people keep telling me, "Oh, it's still in development. It's still being worked on." You don't work on a movie for how long has it been?
About a
4 years.
year. Wait, 4
Yeah,
years?
a Pixar
Right.
movie has a 2-year pipeline. This is like twice as much as Illumination has ever worked on a movie.
And that kind of reminds me. It kind of reminds me of like Five Nights at Freddy's movie. That's still being worked on, but they had to quit working with Warner Brothers and move to Blumhouse Studios, which is a pretty good production company on their own for horror movies. But now you have a movie kind of like Five Nights at Freddy's called, I don't know, Wally's Wonderland or something. It's with Nicolas Cage. That came out recently. And
I
And don't forget
apparently,
about the Banana Splits movie.
Oh yeah.
now that was rumored that the script from that movie was the original Five Nights at Freddy's script, which made Scott Cawthon say, "No, this ain't the script I want to do. I'ma leave and find a different studio," or something like that. Now he found Blumhouse Productions, and now he's working the movie on there. And they said recently, because apparently they're giving out more updates than usual, "Oh, yeah, we're still being made. Here's what's new." That's all we're gonna say. With the Mario movie, I'm worried they're going to keep so much quiet about this to the point that people are going to lose interest or they're going to completely forget about it. Because for years, people had forgotten that there was going to be a Five Nights at Freddy's movie. So that's what I think is going
Like
to happen.
Sonic is about to have a second movie in the before Mario gets his first.
Here's the thing that I want to point out, Drake, is Spider-Verse took like almost 5 years to make.
Mm,
And we're talking about Nintendo attention to detail here.
yeah.
That's true.
And I feel like it's a fighting philosophies here because Illumination, when they were established, they went on record, we want to make movies as cheap and as quickly as possible. And here we have Nintendo, detail and precision over everything. Nintendo.
Okay, that depends on the studio, but
Yeah, it depends on the studio. But if it's a first party,
yeah, if it's a first party, like if it's EAD, then yeah.
Well, remember, like when
and
I don't
that's
know.
the
At least
studio
it was
making
to
you want to
me.
make that comparison.
It was a surprise to me when Nintendo announced their own theme park at Universal Studios.
Well, yeah, I mean, between that movie and that theme park, they are very close with Universal.
And I'm like, what? I want to go to this theme park. COVID happens. And I'm over here like, why? Why?
If I remember correctly, there's supposed to be a second one being built either in Florida or in California.
I hope it's in Florida. 'cause I'm
Universal
moving there.
Orlando, yeah.
Orlando, Florida.
Oh,
So
God.
it probably won't be the exact same layout, but it should have a very similar layout with very similar attractions.
If I remember
Mhm.
right, that's scheduled for 2023 or 2024.
It'll take a while.
I mean, we got great games to hold us over until then. Meanwhile, the movie I want to see is coming out in a few months. Then I'll be pleased. Then I'm gonna be playing games for most of the time, so time will fly by fast.
Hopefully.
Theme park development is a complicated thing. Reminder that Avatar Land happened in like 2018, and the original deal was signed in like 2011.
Whew. And like, how long have we known about Nintendo Land? Like,
I believe it was announced in 2017, 2018.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that makes sense. It's like, hey,
Probably
Nintendo Land,
2017.
get excited. Several years pass. Here's a trailer for that theme park. Oh yeah, I remember that. And a couple of years later, hey, it's out. You're like, what? Yeah, it's out. But we all have to stay inside. It's out.
Also, it's only in Japan.
And international flights are closed. Sorry.
Fries.
Are they still
What?
closed?
Probably.
I don't. And nowadays, at least from what I heard in the news, COVID cases are now dropping, and I'm here like, yeah, because everyone's inside due to snowstorms. Maybe not everyone, but a lot of us are. I was gonna actually move to Florida a couple months back. I was gonna move there, but due to COVID, it never happened. So I'm here like, cries. It's a disappointment. I want to know because apparently a lot of movies are trying to go into theaters right now, but theaters are still closed. So what's gonna happen now? Are they still gonna go to streamings or I don't know?
Like
Because,
that
like, they
Tom and
keep
Jerry
saying-
movie's being released soon.
Is it gonna be just on streaming
out.
or?
I did a video on it.
Oh, that's
it's already
right. Is it both on streaming and theaters though?
Yeah. HBO Max is doing the streaming in theaters thing currently.
Who is going to see that in theaters? Like, honestly, like, even ignore that there's a pandemic right now. Who would go to see that movie?
Raise his
Apparently,
hand
it made
slowly.
money. I don't know if they're counting HBO Max or it could be
Well, it's still the
international
opening
theaters.
week. I'd say they'd still have to hold off on their numbers because if it's more successful on streaming than it is in theaters, that's going to determine where most of these movies get released in the future.
No. It's not going to be the Tom and Jerry movie that decides that. It's going to be something much bigger. Like, what DC movie was supposed to come out this year?
Wonder Woman 84. That's apparently like
Yeah.
the #1 movie, and Tom and Jerry's like right behind it. Like this is COVID, like box office.
What? It's right
So
behind.
it's
I already have my
probably
own.
international because like people in the US can just get HBO Max, but everywhere else people are gonna have to like go to the theater to watch it.
Right.
That's kind of. I don't know. I don't like how that is, but okay.
It
I
kind of
guess
sucks, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I understand the theater experience, but at the same time, if it's like not a huge budget AAA movie, I know that's not the correct term, but if it's a big movie, we're talking like Infinity War type movie, then yeah, that's a theater experience definitely. If it's something that would definitely premiere on cable, maybe 3 years later, it's going to start and stop on the television for me, at least.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I know Godzilla vs. Kong, that's going to be on HBO Max, I think, later, because they want to make that theater money. I don't know if they're going to make it.
Now that I would want to see in theaters. That's something that you would want those booming speakers
Maybe
for.
a drive-in,
seriously.
maybe a drive-in. Let's see. Yeah, March. Okay, let's see. I'm going to
Also,
check.
something that theaters kind of have a market on is like the IMAX and the 3D movie experience, because
Oh,
3D TVs are not that.
Oh,
Remember
okay.
3D TVs.
3D TVs, they
Oh,
only work if you
okay.
stand right there.
So, all right, I'm looking. March 26th internationally is when the Godzilla vs. Kong is coming out, and it's coming out on the 31st in the US.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's
Mhm.
weird. Is it gonna be the theaters? And I think it's gonna be on HBO. Let me see, HBO Max. Let's see. Oh yeah, Snyder Cut next month.
Oh,
Oh
God.
yeah, the Snyder Cut. I forgot about that.
I forgot all about it too.
It's happening.
Okay, yeah, end of the month.
Of
End of the
people
month.
at
Godzilla
conventions
vs.
holding up
Kong will
signs.
be on HBO Max at the end of the month, March 31st.
Hmm.
I wonder how streaming services will adapt to watch parties. Like, I know some of them have functions for it, but I know a lot of people was like, "Hey, let's all gather around and watch this." I remember the terrible time that Scoob attempted it. Do you guys remember that?
Yes,
What?
I do.
All right, so for the premiere of Scoob on streaming during the height of the pandemic, they released a live stream. It's like, hey, it's a watch party for Scoob, the movie. And right when the movie was about to start, like they did a 5, 4, 3, 2, and then the remainder of the live stream for the next hour was please watch the movie on whatever streaming service it was available on.
Oh wait, it wasn't even on HBO Max. It was like
It was on
demand.
Vudu. It
You
was
had
on
to
demand.
pay like $20 to rent it.
Yeah.
Or maybe was it 10?
Yeah, but
Was it $20
everybody was
to
supposed
rent?
to click play at the same time in order for this to be a quote unquote watch party.
That's so stupid.
Yeah,
That was
sorry.
the worst way to
Why?
do it too.
Yeah, like what the heck, man?
Hulu at least gave the Animaniacs like pilot for free. Like they streamed it for free a week before. Like that's a watch.
I
Speaking
know
of which,
that I believe it was the HBO Max account that streamed live on Twitter the first few episodes of Close Enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an enticing way to get people to be like, "Hey, here's the thing. Let's watch it. Let's watch it all together," because everybody was there to watch it.
mm-hmm.
If you want more, check out our streaming service. That's a good way to promote your streaming service.
Yeah. And I has anyone here watched the Animaniacs reboot?
I've watched some of it. It's basically the same, and I'm not gonna complain about that.
Yeah.
Okay,
It is
'cause
what
there's
it's
gonna
supposed to be.
There's gonna be 2 new seasons now. Not just 2 Animaniacs seasons. No. Yesterday or the other day, Rob Paulson announced there's gonna be now 3 seasons of Animaniacs. Not just 2, 3. So this year you'll get season 2, and next year you'll get season 3. And I'm here like, I am fine with this.
Has there been any news on the Cuphead show?
Not
They
recently.
released the last update I heard was just a trailer.
Because I know it takes a long time, especially for the art style they're shooting for. But it's been a while, and I'm wondering the updates on it, if there are any.
I think they're being really quiet about it as of now. But I'm excited for it, to be honest. I love hate the game. I have a love-hate relationship with it.
You like the art, you hate the difficulty?
Yeah. Oh my god. When I streamed it with a friend on YouTube, and oh my god, he felt my pain. He was like, yes, you now know everyone's pain. I'm like, shut up. I don't want to talk about it. Stupid pirate. Ah!
Also, the Cuphead DLC, what was it? The Delicious Last Course?
Yeah, something like that.
That also hasn't come out yet.
It's because making anything for that game takes a while.
Yeah.
Because everything is handmade.
It was funny, though, that they first proposed a 2019 release date.
I don't know why they try to do a release date for anything related to that game.
It's done when it's done.
Mm-hmm.
That's really how they should promote anything they do.
Looks at Sony and Cyberpunk. Anyways.
Let's just,
Looks at
not
you
delay
in, looks at you in short Norman Reedus. Anyways.
Anyways. Is there any other things we shall talk about?
We do have.
Should I
we have
talk
a
about what I
singular
watched?
question. Oh, go
Should I
ahead.
talk
Jake.
about what? I've been watching WandaVision on Disney Plus.
Now that's good.
What do you-
I've started it, but don't talk about it because I'm not finished.
Me too. I
No
have not
spoilers.
finished either.
Okay, I won't spoil it. I'll just say it's like it's interesting. Like they're moving into kind of multiverse territory, kinda. Like
Yeah.
I'm curious how it's gonna end because that's gonna lead into the next Spider-Man film and the Doctor Strange film.
I
It's gonna
totally
be
forgot about the next.
crazy to see.
I forgot all about the next.
There's
Doctor
already been
Strange
some
film.
really wild stuff that's happened, so I'm curious. Like, there's some really cool stuff that's happened, but there's no clear answers yet. Like I won't get into it because
no spoilers.
No
Yeah,
spoilers.
no spoilers.
Yeah.
Speaking of Spider-Man, Spider-Man Home Alone, or Spider-Man Phone, Spider-Man, what was it called?
Spider-Man No Way Home.
No Way
No
Home.
Way Home. Yeah.
Someone give him a map then.
I wonder how many people actually believed, like, oh my gosh, they're gonna make E.T. with Spider-Man.
What?
If it were Phone Home, they'd
wish.
probably have Scroll, but they're doing Secret Invasion on Disney Plus, so
Like, to poke fun at the fact that what's-his-name kept accidentally leaking stuff in interviews, they released 2 different logos for fake Spider-Man movies. One of them was Phone Home, and the other one was
Home Wrecker, and there was one that was Home Depot.
I love Home Depot.
Right in my head, I imagined a rip of the Spider-Man theme, but it also had the hammer and nail percussion from the Home Depot theme.
Yes.
Anyway, I hate to cut things short, but I have got to get out of here.
All right.
Oh,
We'll do the quick goodbyes.
All right.
All right.
Goodbyes.
Goodbyes.
Goodbye.
Nothing really complicated about it. I don't.
No,
Do we have anything we got to plug? Do we have a ShadeX advertise your earbud sponsorship?
Hi, look at my shade cons or.
Hey, don't ruin Shade or mine. It's getting sponsorships.
Okay, you're right. Drake cons. There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
That's
Those
better.
cons don't haunt your ears.
Right.
Anyways,
And they come in.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.